Welcome to the Any Last Words podcast. Four overzealous friends severely in over their heads navigate what they claim to be areas of their own expertise, be it nerd culture, politics, or critiquing media.
Join us, if you will.
For these may very well be
Our last words.
Nec Ultima Verba.
There are actually cockatoos on Cockatoo Island?
No, not at all. It's actually like completely industrial over there. There's just a bunch
So it's just a bunch of cocks.
Okay, what's something that America does better than Australia?
Weed.
Oh my god, not again. How does this happen
not-
every episode? God damn.
I'm not wrong.
You're not wrong, but like... I'd rather be weird than tall, Callan.
I'd rather be tall than have social problems.
Okay. Remember, you gotta cut this out, because otherwise it doesn't make sense with the continuity.
Yeah, no, the first 10 minutes are being cut out.
Okay, all good.
Except for a singing bit, so.
Natural. I mean, it's cut out, but it's being cut separately so I can use it later.
Okay.
Yes.
3, 2, 1.
3,
Clap.
2, 1.
Amazing. Hello and welcome back to the Any Last Words podcast, rated 15 classic since 1886 Coke bottles out of 3 inflatable T-Rex costumes. My name is your host, Favorite Callan. Those words were in the correct order. Am I wrong, not? Directly adjacent to me across the interwebs, I've got my first favorite human, third favorite manager after Elon Musk's fucking manager, and probably Steve Harvey's as well. We've got...
What? It's
Well,
Reggie.
I'm just saying, but like Steve
The
Harvey's
third
manager...
Favorite manager. What is this?
Steve Harvey's manager has to keep that mustache in check. And like
Fine.
Elon Musk's manager probably has to deal with like Elon's voyeurship and then also has to like take care of Dogecoin.
Sure. Whatever you
Yeah.
say, Cal.
Fuck if I know. Or maybe he just gets like an extra caramel latte macchiato with 15 scoops of sugar in it, like a fucking American. Either way, that's it. No one else is here.
Yeah.
Unless...
Knock, 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 knock.
Oh, wait,
knock.
we didn't even get to say... Oh, I can't hear anything. Sorry, I'm a little bit deaf, but... Budge isn't here.
Knock, knock. No, okay.
Do you
Are
hear
you hearing something?
No, not really.
No.
Well,
Yeah, just Budge isn't here, I guess.
Yeah, she's not.
Yeah, no.
knock,
Yeah.
knock,
Maybe the person knocking on the damn door can explain.
knock, knock, knock.
Perhaps.
knock.
You know what? That might be my post.
Knock.
That might be some mail.
Knock.
I'll let him in real quick.
Yeah, just open the door.
Oh, it's Brandon.
Oh. I was hoping it was
Ooh.
Budge.
Wow.
I was hoping it was my Amazon delivery.
I mean, I can do one of those things. That's
Suck my dick or deliver my Amazon.
deliver the Amazon. What?
Oh.
Fair enough.
I see. You like Callan Dick.
Well, I mean, hey, if you're gonna choose something, if you're gonna choose one out of many, you certainly
Anyways,
have taste.
why are you late? Why?
Oh my god, I've never had so many words put in my mouth. That's what she said.
Whoa!
Why am I
Are you
late?
sure it's words?
Yeah, it was words. I'm pretty sure
Okay.
it was words.
Sure.
Why am I
Do
late?
go on.
I'm not sorry. I'm late. I got lost in the botanical gardens for about an hour. It was a nightmare.
Lovely.
It was the
I
you
think
know the
the
hot
Gardens
sun.
think you were a nightmare there.
Yeah, no, they probably did. There was all these weird shrubs looking at me. And like, oh god, I swear to you, I walked past the same statue of a naked guy like 3 times. It was awful. And then there was a horse as well or something. I actually did get lost there. That was a lot of fun.
I think
Oh,
you
no.
wanted to look at the statue 3 times.
I did not. As it turns out, I walked in a giant circle like 3 times trying to find this place called the Succulent Garden, which sounds less dirty than it actually sounds, but you know.
Well, you're the only one who thought it was dirty. Succulents
say
are brilliant
anything.
plants.
Yeah, but it's called the Succulent Garden. That's like, you know.
You're succulent.
Yeah.
Wow, thanks.
Succulent off.
Okay.
If you like the level of quality content that we provide here for you on the ALW podcast, now streaming on Spotify, Google Podcasts, and Spreaker, and all kinds of other places, don't forget to smash that fucking like button, click them follows, subscribe, and kiss your mother. And talk to her on occasion. Give her a call. You know, she
Tell
misses
her
you.
we love her.
Yeah,
We do. We love mothers everywhere.
Exactly.
And
Our
so-
mothers to yours.
Exactly.
Yeah. And just for your knowledge, guys at home, you notice that Budge is not here tonight because
Well, we covered that.
well, I know
You
we
were
covered
late.
that.
Did
and
you
I was
bring her?
late. No. I'm just
Oh.
making
Well,
a
then-
point that the last time this happened, everything became a disaster. So
Well, no, that happened.
Oh.
That was episode 13.
yeah,
It became episode 13 before Budge didn't come.
yeah.
That's what she said.
What?
So, like, the bad luck predated Budge not coming, not Budge predating the bad luck.
You never know, Callan. Mysterious
might
things
know.
you might know, but just let me have this one, please.
It's okay. You can have this one,
I got lost
Brandon.
in the gardens, man. I hated that place. There was too much sun.
How is that too much
What?
sun? The Royal Botanical Gardens are notorious for having an extraordinarily amount of shade.
Did you
Well-
want to go in the dark?
No, I want to be in the dark. I don't need vitamin D.
That's
I'm
what she
basically a
said.
vampire. Thank you. But no,
Speaking of my Amazon delivery, though, I just got a Christmas
Oh.
card slipped under the door from this year. It's currently April, and right now I want people to place bets on exactly how much cash, what is the monetary value of this card right here.
$50.
$50. We got $50, Reggie?
Priceless.
Priceless. So we're talking like well wishes and whatnot. You know, the Christmas wishes and so forth.
Yes.
Yeah, exactly.
Wow.
So we've got heartfelt message, which is treasured for all time, and we've got $50. Okay, ladies and gentlemen.
oh wow.
Ah, that was
Ouch.
satisfying. And it is $30 FPOS, and there's a cinema gift card, which is very spicy.
I guess I win.
No. Cinema gift cards are priceless.
You said cinema? I thought you said cinnamon. My bad. Okay.
Cinnamon gift card. What would a cinnamon gift card entail?
I don't know.
Like, you'd buy $30 worth of cinnamon from, like, Woolworths and then just whip out a
Yes.
gift card. I've got a gift card! I don't need to pay for this in cash!
You've never needed to buy cinnamon in bulk before, man? Come on. You know?
Well, what are you doing that requires cinnamon in bulk?
Why did you tell
Cake?
us, Brandon?
Yeah, Brandon.
What are
Well,
you doing with so much cinnamon?
look, I'm preparing for Christmas, alright?
Well, what are you baking at Christmas that requires so much cinnamon?
Hold up. Let me look something up. I mean... what
Oh, I see how it is.
Cinnamon. I spelled it wrong. Well, either way,
Cinnamon.
I'm making a sweet.
Cinnamon.
I'm making a sweet potato and carrot soup.
You're allergic to sweet potato.
I'm not allergic to sweet
Yeah,
potato.
you
What?
are.
No,
You're allergic to carrots.
No, I'm not.
You're
What?
allergic to cinnamon.
No.
Oh,
What?
You're allergic to
Trying
soup.
kill yourself.
Dear God, killing
What?
yourself on Christmas? That's metal. I've got respect for you now.
Oh.
Jeez.
You just
Brandon.
lost my respect by
Why
accepting my
would you
respect.
do that? You know we love you being here.
God, that sounded so sarcastic. Jesus Christ.
What?
This is the internet, Brandon. You can't detect sarcasm.
Oh, you're right. My
I
bad.
was not sarcastic at all. And this
Manager
is
Reggie is the
nodding my
most
head.
genuine person.
No.
Okay, name one person more genuine than Manager Reggie.
Jaden?
Jaden's not a person.
Oh.
Yeah, that's
right,
true.
Right, my bad. Yeah, you're right.
He's like
He's a god.
God.
Well, fair enough.
So you can't.
I can't what?
Loser.
You can't name
loser.
someone.
Oh yeah, I'm sorry. My brain's kind of functioning real slow right now. Today I actually went to Cockatoo Island, not the Botanical Gardens. That was like a week ago. But yeah,
Close enough.
yeah, no,
Is that interesting enough? Are there actually cockatoos on Cockatoo Island?
no, not at all. It's actually like completely industrial over there. There's just a
So
bunch
it's just
of
a bunch of cocks.
well, I mean, there might be remnants of some, but you know, there's like no animals over there. except for
Well,
these like
maybe
annoying birds.
maybe you should go buy some more animals.
Do I
Yeah.
look
Put 'em
like I'm
there.
made of
You
money?
should buy them from
Invest in
Instagram.
capital on Cockatoo Island and like repopulate the place, you know?
Yeah.
I don't even get why that's a tourist attraction. Like, why do people
Because
go
it has
there?
cockatoo in the name.
Yeah, but like, I see cockatoos more so on my lawn than I do on that damn island.
Tourists don't know that. They don't live on your lawn.
Well, true. Fair enough. I'll give you that.
Yeah. It's a trap, you know?
Yeah.
Like
Everything's a
Christmas
trap.
Island. Is Christmas Island the bad one, or is that Easter Island?
Christmas Island. I don't know.
I think it's Halloween Island.
No, you're making things up now. See, she's not genuine.
What are you talking about? You haven't heard of Halloween Island? Jesus, Brandon. What are we gonna do
Well-
with you?
Just chuck me off the boat, please. Need a nap.
You know what we're gonna do? We're gonna sell you on Instagram. That's what we're gonna do.
What?
Whoa.
This lens is crap. Just, you know,
This is true.
just being sold on Instagram, which, you know, to be fair, I've been tricked and trapped in
Oh,
that
100%.
kind of stuff. So,
What?
Online shopping is
Oh.
it is a
scary.
beast. It is.
Scary.
Oh no, I've spent hundreds of dollars thanks to my access to the internet and money simultaneously.
God.
I mean, primarily that's because of the axe. As we can all figure, that was quite a
See, the axe made an
hefty-
appearance in the unlucky episode. It's coming together. I'm telling you. This
I
episode.
mean, hey, it was worth it, all right, Brandon. Hush. If
Okay,
anything, that axe probably spared us from even more unluckiness.
Sure.
It probably kept away a lot of the demons and shit.
Yes.
Hell yeah.
100%.
Yeah.
That's
Actually, now that I think about it, that's it. Yeah, it's Instagram. Instagram's at the core of all of this because
Really?
I initially found the axe on Instagram,
Oh.
and
That makes
Oh.
sense.
yes, and I bought one of those sleepwear Bluetooth things where you can like put a band over your eyes and it has like the Bluetooth speakers for when you go to sleep and shit. I bought one of those and I got that off of Instagram,
Wow.
and I recently got a new charging cable, like one of those max duty, heavy duty Titan power charging cable.
Hell yeah.
You know, one of those bastards. I bought one of those off of
Chargers
Instagram
for the
only today.
kids.
Okay. Cool. Is it good? Does it work?
I don't fucking know. It's gonna have to turn up, you know? It's online delivery and shit.
Well, how
Well,
was
then
the headphones thing?
Surprisingly, actually, it's working rather well. I quite like it.
Ooh.
Interesting.
Yes. I assumed that like the Bluetooth speakers would dig into my ear. Like it wouldn't be. I don't know. It's impressive how it doesn't do that.
Mm.
Oh,
I know
okay.
that's not very profound, but like the whole issue is like if you sleep normally with like regular earphones in, they dig into your ears. And my dad once got a pair of earphones stuck inside of his ears. Like they actually had to go to a GP to get them pulled out.
Ouch.
Okay.
Yeah. So like, it's kind of it's nice to have this option available to me.
Yeah, definitely.
Yes, and obviously the axe works.
It works. I tried it. I
Yes,
tested it on someone.
Exactly. Yeah, naturally. Ignore the red.
Okay.
But yeah, so in a couple of weeks, I will know whether or not the Titan cable charging thing will also be fine. I don't know. Maybe it'll be shit, but I'm just saying Instagram is at the core of all of my problems when it comes to money right about now.
I mean, that kind of makes sense because it's like you find a lot more stuff online to buy than you can in person because a lot of that stuff just doesn't exist in most stores around
This
here.
is
That's
true.
true.
Yeah,
And
like-
also, like, it's directed to you. Like, they're algorithmically
Yeah.
figuring out what you want.
It's
Cookies,
so that
those
you're
damn
likely to buy that
cookies.
shit.
Oh.
Exactly.
Yeah, man.
Ah.
I mean, like, I was searching up, the best deals for some games and stuff like that a couple of days
Naturally.
ago. And then YouTube is bombarding me with all sorts of ads to external websites. saying,
Exactly.
Hey, look
Yeah.
at all these great deals, and they all end up being higher than the actual price from like Big W. So it doesn't work out. But yeah, it's good.
Oh, what a shame.
I know. I think it's only for stuff like the axe. You can't find that anywhere really.
Yeah,
Australia.
like
It's
It's gotta
personalized
be-
for Cal.
Yeah.
It really is.
What are
Like
you
I,
looking on Instagram, Cal?
well, weapons
Kratos?
of mass destruction.
Oh,
fair
I
enough.
see. Makes
Yeah,
sense.
So
exactly.
Kratos,
That's
yeah?
the sort of thing. Yeah, exactly. Eventually, I'll have to figure out a Kratos cosplay, but that means I also have to get fit
You don't have to
because,
get fit, you have to get ripped.
Ripped.
yeah, that's
Shredded.
putting it lightly. I do have to put on quite a lot of muscular bulk and also get rid of all the protective layerings that I've developed over the past 18 years.
This is true. This is true.
Indeed. Or I could go for, like, you know how we've got hipster Jesus?
What?
Where it's like, yeah,
Oh,
like,
yeah, I've seen that. I've seen that. Yeah.
yeah, exactly. Like, it's just putting Jesus in, like, a hipster outfit, like
Yeah.
a beanie. His beard is tied up and shit, and he's got like sunnies on. He's always got a coffee with like a reusable
Oh,
cup.
so you would do like Kratos, but as a dad, you know, your typical stay-at-home dad or something like that.
Yeah, exactly. Like I'd
Okay.
reimagine Kratos in like the contemporary world, which would fit my physique, which would end up being a dad bod.
Yeah. That makes
Yeah.
sense. Well, that's
So
good then.
that's always available to me.
Hey, I mean, yeah, it's a lot easier to slip into that, isn't it?
It really is. Yeah, that'd be significantly easier. I'm very lazy. I do not like having to go to a place to
Movement.
work out.
Movement, just general movement.
Movement's fine as long as it doesn't involve running, jogging, or walking at a pace greater than 6 kilometers an hour.
Okay, fair enough. Same.
5.5 kilometers per hour is actually the most energy efficient speed to walk for a human pace because of kinetic energy in the ligaments and tendons in the ankles. You actually you lose the least amount of energy by dispersing it into the ground if you're moving at about 5.5 kilometers.
You made those words up.
Interesting.
Well, Google them. Prove yourself. You know, stand up, Brandon.
Okay, I'm standing up.
Yeah. Now Google those words
Okay.
Now
to the
sit
best of
back
your ability.
down.
Ha! You said something beginning with C. I can't remember. That's a state in the United States. Ha!
Colorado,
Connecticut. I think. I don't know.
kinetic starts with a K.
You said Connecticut.
I said kinetic.
Get
Kinetic
on.
energy.
Yeah.
We were in some of the same science classes,
my
Brandon.
God.
No.
Surely you should know kinetic energy.
Yeah, of course I do, man. I'm just
Kinetic-
joking. But no, you don't understand.
Connecticut energy. I mean, hey, there's a lot of energy in Connecticut, I'm sure.
Well, no, it's America, so probably not. But
You know what? You're right. No one's moving.
apologies.
There is no
America.
kinetic energy in Connecticut.
Yeah.
Uh, Americans make up like almost 20% of our listeners. Us shitting on them isn't going well.
Well, America, you've got good YouTubers sometimes.
Yes. That's true.
That's about it. Yep.
Yeah. That's all we got.
Oh no. I'm sure we
Yeah.
could think of something else that America does right.
Okay, what's something that America does better than Australia?
Weed.
Well, okay. Oh my god, not again. How does this happen
not-
every episode? God damn it.
I'm not wrong.
You're not wrong, but like...
Oh.
You guys ever seen that episode of like not Kitchen Nightmares, Hotel Hell, where Gordon Ramsay has to visit this hotel and then the owners are just smoking weed in the
Oh
back?
yes, I've seen that.
Yeah.
Like they've got this majestic wood cabin resort and it's the most gorgeous place, but it all just smells of fucking crack den.
It's
Or like
amazing.
it's just
Oh god.
Ah.
That's enticing to the customers.
It is like the
Ah.
owners bring them into the back shed and offer them stuff. It's amazing.
It was there was another fucking series that he did with two other people. I think Gino and Fred. I've forgotten both their last names.
Yeah,
But
Fred.
they tried, Gino and Fred.
Fred?
They-
Yep, I know Fred.
Yes.
I know Fred. From Scooby Doo, right?
And, yeah, exactly.
Okay, yeah.
Yoinks! But yeah, they
That's
went
not
to a
what he
fucking.
says.
I know it's
That's not
not.
what
It
Fred
really
says.
isn't. It's not what he says. I butchered that. I'm gonna just snap my neck after this recording. I can't be seen in public. But they
Oh
went
my
to like
God.
a restaurant. These three, they went to a restaurant in I think San Francisco, Colorado, some shit like that, where they like infused marijuana oil into pretty much everything that they served. So it was a combined eating and getting high experience. Like they reduced
Wow.
it down to the chemical
Oh
components
wow.
so that
Yeah. It
you
sounded like a
couldn't
robot man.
taste. Yeah, you couldn't taste the like you couldn't taste the marijuana components of it, but like the influence of the THC and whatnot. Yeah, you got high off of like drinking tea and shit. It was interesting to watch. That's the
That's
only thing
gotta
I
be
have to contribute.
addicting.
That's okay.
It probably is. Let's be honest. I mean, then again, eating is also addicting. You know, like sugars in food is pretty addicting.
Damn, it's like
That's
two
In fact,
times addicting.
there's studies showing that
Twice as
sugar
addicting.
is. I mean, I'm paraphrasing here, and I don't know if I have the right drug, but apparently it's more addicting than cocaine, like sugar.
I mean, it's a lot
Yes,
more
sugar.
easy to access, I guess. So that kind of makes
Yeah,
sense.
Yeah.
Like,
like yeah, it's easier and it's more potent to. I mean, when it comes to like addiction. Once
yeah, I mean,
again, I
look at
don't know if
bloody.
I've got the right drug, but yeah.
It's okay.
It
Well,
might also be meth. I'd be surprised if it was meth, but
either way, sugar is pretty good. Not gonna lie. I mean, it's every candy is basically just pure sugar that has a different color. That's all.
yeah, essentially.
So
Yeah.
it's fine.
And it's annoying because the human body literally evolved to eat as much sugar as feasibly possible.
Mm.
Like the human body evolved in an era like we're talking like hunter gatherer, caveman era and whatnot, the Neolithic stage, where like if you came across like a small like field of like sugar and whatnot, your body like the human body eventually hardwired itself to say, monkey brain, eat as much of that white shit as possible. And it also it deactivates that internal like function where it tells you when you're full, so you can keep eating more sugar even though you're like physically full, you've had more than enough of it. So
Yeah, I can relate to that.
yeah, and we haven't unevolved that yet. We haven't gotten rid of that, despite the clear abundance of sugar around us. So we can still eat significantly more sugar in one sitting than we need to, and it's addicting as hell.
And this is where obesity comes in and
Exactly.
diabetes.
Hell
This
yeah.
is how I skipped young adult and went straight to dad.
Just like the Americans.
Oh my god. I was
Exactly.
waiting for someone.
If I was actually in America, I'd probably be fucked. Let's be honest. Like I'm only like what, maybe 15, 20 kilos overweight, and I'm 6'2", so that's not too bad, you know. But like I'd
Yeah.
probably be at least 40, 50 in America.
Boom,
Like
roasted.
if I mean like you've seen the upsizing compared to like when it comes to fast food and shit.
Yeah.
For the same price, like you get an insane quantity of food just laden with sugar in America than you would anywhere else.
Yeah.
And they have way more McDonald's.
Exactly. You
And
can't
KFC.
go 50 meters without walking into it. Well, I mean, that's
That's kind of
obviously
everywhere
we're
nowadays.
being
but-
cheeky.
yeah.
It is everywhere.
But like
It's
we
even
proved
more
our
so.
point. We proved our point. That's all.
Yeah.
It's
Our
like-
argument is sated.
Yeah.
It's like buying a burger and then you walk outside the Macca's for a few steps and then you go buy the drink for your meal because it's so close.
Exactly. You just go next door to get the drink instead.
Exactly. It's like I'm gonna walk to the next Macca's to get
Yeah.
my drink.
That's my fitness. That's my exercise for the
Yes.
week. Yeah.
Exactly. You're going to burn off the calories from the cheeseburger by walking next door to get a soda.
Genius.
Genius.
Absolutely genius.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah. I mean, at least wedding food is pretty good. Usually.
Is it though?
Is it?
All the
Is it
occasions
really?
I've been to weddings. It's been pretty good, but I've
But
got
that's because you don't go to white people weddings.
yeah, I was about to say I've got like Lebanese weddings, Vietnamese weddings, so we got
That
all
ain't a
sorts of
wedding.
Exactly.
That's
food.
a party.
You guys
Yeah.
cook your own food,
Yep.
or at least like you get everyone around to cook. White people be like, oh, let's just ring up a catering service and get some spring rolls delivered.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
In fact, I believe, Reggie, you've had some first-hand experiences
I
sort
have.
recently.
I recently went to a wedding last
Poor
week.
bastard.
I know.
Yeah.
And it was quite nice. Like, they got married in a church and we had
Really?
a reception afterwards.
Wow.
But
As one
if we're
does.
talking about food wise, yeah, it wasn't, I wouldn't say it's in comparison with, your Lebanese wedding. It's just yeah, they did have a catering service.
Mm.
And it was like, very fancy, polished food. This, some duck and steak with some weird ass sauce, I swear.
Wow.
A roux, if you will.
It was just this, like, the steak was fine. It's just the sauce on it was very sour and tangy. Like, they were trying to make something, but like they didn't quite get it, but just put it on the plate anyway.
Yeah, it was probably microwaved.
I feel like it was like some kind of vinaigrette, but not really.
They really just dumped balsamic vinegar all over your steak.
That's
and
what
then
I'm
just called it a
saying.
day.
I mean,
It was
That's
such a
kinda
nice
sad.
piece of steak too. It was like very chunky, but then they just had to
Thick!
put
That's
that
what she
thing on
said.
top.
well, hey,
No, that is kind of sad.
Yeah.
Ugh.
I mean,
And the desserts.
Weddings. No one gets it
Oh
right.
my good, the desserts. They were nice to look at, like really,
I'm sure.
really nice.
Yeah, that's the important bit, as long as it looks pretty,
Yeah, I mean it's for the aesthetics. I mean, cause like if
Yeah.
you do like take photos and stuff, put them online, nobody's gonna know.
Exactly.
They just gonna
Like,
look at.
you don't write an Instagram post, like, putting up this pretty-ass fucking brownie with, like, triple scoop ice cream and gold shavings on top with truffle on the side. You don't take a picture of that and say, oh my god, this tasted like shit. I hate you, Rebecca. Why did you invite me?
Freaking Rebecca, why'd you have to get married?
I
to
know. I spent
Rebecca?
$60 on that mixer, and you gave me this shit! Exactly. It's not worth it.
exactly.
But it works out for Rebecca because she got a mixer out of it, and she didn't have to pay for a good brownie, just one that looked good. You know?
Exactly.
Actually, that explains everything.
I mean, yeah.
You know,
Like,
like
you wouldn't post something and then put like a long ass paragraph describing what it tasted like because nobody's gonna read that.
exactly.
They just want to see what it looks like and then think to themselves, "Damn, that looks good.
Wow.
I want that."
I never understood that. Why do you take a photo of your food and post it?
To make
Like-
people jealous of your food.
Like, here's the thing, though. I can understand posting images of food if you're the one who made it and it's something
Yeah,
that you're
of course.
proud of.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But what I do concur, Brandon. A lot of the time, I don't understand when people turn up somewhere, someone else's restaurant, and then just take a picture of the food. And like sometimes it's really wasteful as well. Like a lot of people just turn up, buy the food, take a picture, and then just leave. They don't even touch it
Yeah.
because they're on to the next restaurant to get another photo. And like
Just like when the Americans moved to Macca's.
Exactly. But like it gets even worse because there's the scum of the earth kind of people who will like ask for free food because they are food bloggers
Oh, yeah.
and then they won't touch it, you know?
Yeah.
Like you turn up, you ask for a free meal, you promise that you'll like put it up on the internet and shit, and then you just leave it on the table and piss off.
Oh my god, I didn't even know that was a thing.
I mean,
Yeah, I mean, it is very much a thing, and it is
Wow.
quite...
yeah, that's a bit odd.
Like, I mean, it is that grind, because, I mean, if you're going to 3 different restaurants a day to upkeep your food blog or whatever, and then you're eating 3 meals a day,
Yeah.
and, I mean, these are aesthetic foods, so it's like you're buying an entire pizza platter, you know?
Yeah.
Or, you know?
You know
so,
what
like,
people
sure.
should do? You know what people should do? To
Do
get
it
more
with
attention?
friends?
No, just take a photo of really ugly looking food, really gross looking food. That'll gain way more attention. Because then you can just make up
Actually,
where
that's
it's
the
from.
thing, though. It
That's
does.
It does? It
right.
exists? Oh,
Yeah.
thank
Yeah,
God.
like do you know how notorious it is? Like you see it all the time, like people taking pictures of food from fast food chains.
Oh, yeah. It doesn't look
Yeah,
anything like
exactly.
yeah. But like from
Exactly.
actual restaurants, just, or maybe even your own food, just make it look disgusting, put it on a different table, take a photo, and it's like, oh, look at this pathetic restaurant. Wow. How
Actually,
horrendous is
I
this?
mean, it's not quite the same concept, but I do follow someone on Instagram, the Vulgar Chef,
Oh,
and
of
his whole
course.
thing is like he makes food which admittedly tastes good, but like it's as bad as it gets. Like he's doing the ungodly food combinations that you should really never do visually or taste wise, but somehow it looks like it just works. And it's kind of scary. Like he's like stuffing things into hot dogs and like wrapping up pizzas into like
Oh.
rolls and crap, or he's like, that kind of shit. Which, I
That-
mean, is impressive, first of all, that he's got a following out of that and he hasn't been run out of business, because that's adventurous. And, like, the food industry is very... it's very competitive. It's very picky. Fads do not last after, like, a couple months. So, good on him. But, yeah, no, just looking at his feed gives me type 3 diabetes, which is type 1 and type 2 combined.
yeah, I think we mentioned this before, like looking at Arby's, their bloody
Exactly.
burgers, or if they can even be called burgers, those just give me heartburn already. Jesus. Like just
You
thinking about it.
guys.
Never even been able to taste it. My God.
One day.
I've s-
One day.
Someday. You know what, Brandon? We'll have to go out to this place I saw in Sydney.
Oh boy.
They do this, I think it's a pizza burger, which is already
Oh
what
my
it
God.
sounds like. But, like,
Oh my God.
It is what
Yeah.
it is.
it is what it is. Like, it's a full, like, you just take a large, like a full-size pizza, and then you cover that in burger toppings.
Oh.
So, like, you cover it in patties and shit, and then, like, the salad and whatnot, and then you put another pizza on top of that.
Oh.
And he's got like a challenge where like if you can eat it in under like 20 or 30 minutes, then you get the meal for free and a $50 voucher.
Easy.
Tight. Yeah, easy. Just super easy even, one
I
might
know.
say. My God.
I've always wanted to do an eating challenge, but
You
that'd be
should definitely
unhealthy.
do
I mean,
that.
I would do an
I should.
like, okay, if
You'd be
I'm gonna
so
do
good
an
at
eating
that.
challenge, I need to feel fit first. I need to feel like
Yeah.
you know.
If we are going to do something like an eating challenge, on the ALW podcast, maybe we'll set our sights a little bit lower than 2 pizzas and like the equivalent of a dozen burgers.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah, a bit lower might be good. Yeah, just a wee bit, but
We don't want to burst any of Brandon's internal workings.
yeah, they're already on the verge of a breakdown, so that'd be nice. Thanks.
That's
Just
true.
like my ex-wife.
Ah, yes. Does she have a name?
Ex-wife.
Okay, cool. Well then, speaking of ex-wives, I think it's time we
Whoa.
move into Fund or Bust, right?
Oh my god. It's my favorite part of the show.
Exactly. My God.
Is there a new track running, or is it the same one as last week, which is a different one from usual? I found another one.
Well, we're just going to assume it's the usual one, but it's got like a remix with the new one.
Oh my
And
god,
then-
you're forcing me to remix it?
No,
Yes.
I'm just hinting at that. Just
You're insinuating that I'm going to
Yeah.
remix it? Okay, I have to do that tonight, but okay.
no, don't worry. Oh my-
Actually, no, I've got time tomorrow. I'll be fine.
What about your 2,000-word essay?
That's only due Friday. That'll
Oh,
be fine.
Colin. Okay, fair
I'm
enough.
I'm
Well-
going out on Friday, so whatever. It is what it is.
Oh. Well then, either way, let's move into Fund or Bust, and I believe this week it is Callan's turn.
Callan.
And I believe Callan is
Whoa.
going to be presenting us his lovely business idea called Callan's Carbon Dioxide. Let us hear that, Callan. You have 3 minutes. Let me set a timer real quick. Hold up a second. I'm going to keep talking
lovely.
so I can
Yeah.
find my
Yeah.
timer somewhere. Anyways, yeah, wow.
Timing
3
for
minutes.
a
Okay,
harder
you have 3
challenge.
minutes. 3, 2, 1,
Exactly.
go.
Oh my god, hello, my name is Ashadi Man, and I'm here for Callan's Carbon Dioxide. You need some carbon and you don't feel like dying for it, we've got carbon dioxide.
Ah.
Brendan, have you ever been in a situation where you need carbon dioxide?
Yeah, definitely, of course.
Exactly. Exposure to carbon dioxide can, provide, health benefits
Really?
such as headaches, dizziness, restlessness, a tingling or pins of needles in the fingers, difficulty breathing, sweating, tiredness, increased heart rate, elevated blood pressure, put you in a coma, asphyxia, and convulsions.
That
Have you ever needed to fake a headache before an exam?
well,
Yes.
Have you ever needed to, just bring on a dizzy spell to get out of an awkward situation?
yes, multiple times.
Have you ever felt too still that you just really need to get up and start moving in a restless manner?
Yes.
Yeah, I guess.
Have you ever lost feeling in your hands and felt like the sweet, sweet relief of the pins and needles in those digits?
I mean, in my legs, yes, but not my hands.
Fair enough, it's all the same.
Okay.
And sometimes do you feel like you're living on easy mode and you want to turn it up by making breathing a little bit more difficult?
I
Oh
don't
god.
know if I want that. I admittedly don't know about that part, but yes, we'll go with yes for now.
You know what? And do you want to hyper boost the human body's cooling system by forcing you to sweat?
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe.
Tiredness. Who doesn't need tiredness? Get to sleep on time. Increase heart rate. Get that pump going. That motherfucking heart pump. Get yourself out of that situation. Get the adrenaline going. Increasing your blood pressure. Fuck you, diabetes.
Hell.
If you got low blood pressure, just CO2 right in there. You're balanced out. Do you ever need to go into a coma just to avoid, a really long divorce proceedings? Boom, CO2.
Wow. So you got a minute left, so please explain to us how much does it cost to buy this pump?
Absolutely very minimal, seeing as 53% of the upper layer of the ozone is in fact consisting of carbon dioxide. And let's be honest, we breathe out carbon dioxide.
What? Are you
Oh.
saying the pump was in us all along? That's what she said.
Whoa, I'm not saying that you contain carbon dioxide, but I'm just saying you might have already purchased our product beforehand without realizing.
Oh, that's a bit sus, not gonna lie. You got 30 seconds.
Time travel. Irregardless, you already have carbon dioxide inside of your body, so why not give you more of what you already have? I'm just saying, but it sounds like a good deal. And you know what the best part of it is? It's only about a cent a gigaliter. That's right, a cent a gigaliter, which is bigger than a liter because it has a giga on the front of it.
Of course, yes.
I rest my case.
Wow.
It is the ultimate problem saver to all of your life's problems. There is nothing you can get out of with the help of CO2.
That was
That was
something.
Callan's carbon dioxide.
That was something. I must say, that is actually genius.
That was quite exhilarating.
Agreed. Jeez.
Thank you.
Christ. Well,
It's
then,
making me sweat already. My
Wow.
palm.
See, you must have bought the product already. It's just that cheap and enticing,
God,
I already
This
have
online
it.
purchase-
Wow.
look,
Exactly.
wow. So this is. We don't even need to fund this because it already exists.
We already have this. Wait, so
I know, but
why
Yeah.
would we fund yours?
Yeah. Why would?
because stocks. You know how those work, right? If
Yeah,
you
of
invest in a valuable business, you start making profits and whatnot.
Okay, I like the way you talk,
Oh.
Mister. Okay, we're gonna talk between ourselves just for a couple of minutes here. Why don't
Thank you
you
muchly.
step out of the room? Yep, there we go.
Oh, sorry about our horse, guys.
Yeah, yeah, he was just taking out Callan. Anyways,
Yeah.
Reggie, what are your thoughts? What are your thoughts on this brilliant business idea?
Is it weird that I kind of like it?
I like it as well. Not gonna.
I
lie.
quite-
I feel like I'm gonna. I feel like it's got long-term health, not benefits, more like long-term health detriments. But, I mean, hey, potato, am I right?
Exactly.
get out of
That's
doing
exactly what I'm
exams.
thinking.
Exactly. I think, the fact that we can get out of exams and assignment, I think, you know what? I think that just, I'm gonna have to fund it. What about you?
Exactly. It's just an everyday thing you could use.
Exactly. Oh my god.
We need this.
Okay. All right. Let's bring him back in. Callan, you can come in now.
Hello. I'm coming.
Oh wow. He's
Oh.
really far
Hello.
away.
Hi. Yeah, hey, how are we going?
Hi. Yes. We are going.
How do you
We have
feel?
decided.
Lovely.
Reggie, you can go first.
Oh, okay. Wait. Am I saying the You're
What?
funded.
Woo! Let's go. Oh, I just took a dose of CO2 right now because I need to get dizzy.
Woo!
I love that slogan.
Thank
pumping it.
you.
Thank you so much. Thank you for bringing that.
It has been an absolute pleasure coming here,
Great to
pitching
be in
my
your
business,
presence.
carbon dioxide.
Thank you.
It is an absolute pleasure. Have some free carbon dioxide on me.
Oh my god. It's coming through the mic. It's coming.
Oh
Sorry.
my goodness, I can feel it.
Oh wow.
There you go.
Oh,
My
Jesus
God.
Christ.
Apologies.
There's more where that came from.
Oh.
Apologies,
God.
headphone users. Christ.
I'm scared. I feel like that was a wrong decision, Brandon.
No, it's brilliant. Anyways, thank you for that.
Fine.
Right and wrong is all subjective. There's no such thing.
We already did it. No regrets.
Yeah, exactly.
Ooh.
Well, moving on then. Guys, I think we need to talk about something very important here. Something
Sure.
absolutely.
Why didn't you tell us? Go on.
Go ahead.
You guys ever, raged at a game before?
Yes!
Multiple times.
Yep.
Hundreds.
I'm just gonna list a couple of games that personally drive me nuts. Like off the top of my head, the top 3 being Mario Kart, Monopoly, and Uno. Those 3, they're like
Oh.
the 4 horsemen of the apocalypse.
Those are
3 of them.
those are our enemies.
They are
Oh no.
the absolute worst. Have you
They
guys?
bring the demons out of us.
I know.
Ugh, Monopoly.
Let's talk about Monopoly for a second because I've had awful experiences with that damn game.
Monopoly is god awful.
We've been to
Oh.
jail.
Frustrates me so.
No, I like being in jail.
Jail is safe. Jail is.
Being in jail in Monopoly is a good thing. You can sit in there, you can still earn taxes from people landing on your squares, and you're not landing on other people's
Exactly.
squares.
That's
But
true.
then the problem with the game is when the people you're playing with, they send you back to go when you haven't been able to go around the square once yet. It sucks. Oh my god, that happened to me once. My cousins and my brother, they all managed to circle the board like 7 times before I finally circled it once. They already bought like Mayfair
Oh.
out. They already bought out Living.
Oh.
It was a disaster. Let me tell you.
Oh no, do tell us.
Bankrupt on my first turn. My bloody
That's a gameplay.
Oh, that is impressive.
I kept picking up chance cards and it kept sending me right back. It was awful.
Oh my.
He was just saying, so you thought, Brandon.
Yeah, it was not good. I didn't get
Really
to buy
teasing.
anything. I lost the game without playing it. That's like
Now, that's impressive. You should be proud of that.
I'm not proud of it. It was like 2 hours. It was 2 hours. Oh my god.
Yeah, that hurts. I mean, like Monopoly games. Like I've been in a 8-hour Monopoly game.
Yeah.
It ended at like 2 a.m.
Yeah.
and we didn't even technically finish the game. We just called it early there based on who had the least amount of properties.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like there were only 2 players left, and we'd been at it for like hours. It was me and my aunt, I think. It was torture.
I don't-
He knows how to play.
He does. We were very competitive at the time because normally we don't get to win, and this is why I hate Monopoly. It's not because the game itself is frustrating, but it's because the people who least deserve to win more often than not end up winning by pure chance.
It's
Yeah.
a game of chance, yeah.
Namely, like I'm looking at my little sister, like she's barely even double digits, and she has no idea how to play the game. Or at least, like she has some semblance of how to play the game, but she doesn't get the value of her actions, if you know what I mean.
Don't-
Like she doesn't really have a solid foundation, but she wins every time.
I understand that.
Frustrating.
But like
Game's
in my
biased.
case at least, my cousins, they just laughed. They laughed. They knew what was happening. They knew what they were doing. They were toying with me. Oh my god, they pushed my buttons so far that night. I remember that like it was yesterday because it wasn't.
I'm feeling your pain.
But yeah, it was awful. What about you, Reggie? You ever played Monopoly?
I actually don't think I've actually even like finished the
you're
game.
So lucky. You're so lucky. It
We
gets so
usually
competitive.
just play the game, and then because it goes for too long, we just sleep on that.
Yeah.
You're so lucky.
And I mean, sure, we get annoyed. We're like, why did you buy that house? Why did you do that and stuff? But like, it doesn't get to like your point because we never actually finished the game.
That's fair enough. I mean, I guess in that case, then Uno is probably a bit more annoying because it's a lot easier
Oh,
to get annoyed in that game.
I
since you
have
haven't-
mixed feelings.
It's I know.
Uno's interesting.
It's
Like, you can finish the game quicker, so technically you go through more rounds and you win more often than Monopoly.
That's
Yeah.
true.
Like,
Yeah.
if you play Monopoly, only one person is going to win that night because we're not playing fucking
We're not
Monopoly
bothered
twice
to
in a
play
row.
that long ass game.
Yep.
But, like, like, it's rapid rotation. Everyone gets a little bit of the pie as long as you keep at it
Yeah,
for, like,
yeah.
enough hours.
Yeah, and as long as someone knows how to shuffle, because when someone doesn't know how to shuffle, they
Ah,
get bad. Oh, they get really bad. But yeah,
oh, no.
Mm-hmm.
my god, that game. Oh, there's been multiple occasions where I've had to draw more than 12 cards at once, and they always people around me.
They
They
just
always
pinned it
laugh.
all on you.
Yeah,
I like how the official Twitter account and all that, like, they officially stipulated what the real rules were for stacking on cards.
really,
Like, you can't do +2 on +2. You can't do +4 on +4.
really.
Like, you can't stack on that according to the official rules. But the thing is, no one cares.
Yeah, no one cares. They just do it anyway.
I actually,
Exactly.
I didn't do that before until I started playing with like other people and they did that. And I was
Yeah.
like, why?
What is this wizardry? What is
Yeah,
this bullshit?
But now we all don't care. Now we just do it to just mess with our friends.
Yeah, exactly.
And
We're
like,
like, screw you, get all these cards.
and I don't know if you guys have played with the custom rules people make up. Like, there's the 7-0 rule.
The 7 and 0 rule, yeah.
Is the
What's
worst
that?
thing ever. So if you place down a 7, then you can choose someone else's deck and you can take their cards and you give them yours. So you can take whoever has the least amount of
Oh.
cards.
Yeah.
And it's
Wait, is
so...
this
And if you
different
put-
from like switching cards?
Sorry?
Is this different from like switching your deck?
You're essentially like swapping decks
Yeah.
for the person of your choice.
Yeah. And then...
And if like
Oh, yeah,
if you
so it is
if you
like
put down a 0, yeah, essentially. And if you put down a 0, then everyone has to put their hand, like,
They rotate.
everyone has to rotate it over to like the person to their left.
Yeah. That...
Like, everyone
Oh.
swaps over.
I
It
thought you
makes
were
it
just
so
talking
much-
about like one person with another person because oh my goodness, I have
Oh yeah,
like that pissed me off so badly because
yeah.
I was actually gonna win, but like I didn't realize that the switch card was like you
A
could
thing.
like a power card kind of like I knew it was a power card, but like I just thought like because I had one card, it was my last card, and I put it down, and I was like no. I thought I won, but no, because I put it down, I had to swap the deck with someone, and
Yeah.
I got
Yeah,
like I
that's
got
a
like
fair
full
point.
on so many cards, and I was like,
Yeah.
crap.
Like, I genuinely hate getting those kind of cards. Like, I know the card that you're on about, and in my family, like, that card means that everyone puts their decks in the center, they get reshuffled, and everyone gets handed a new
Yeah,
deck from like
that's
those
bad.
cards.
Yeah,
And you can't win with that card, essentially. Like, no matter what rule your basis you're playing
Exactly.
with.
I didn't realize, and I was so
yeah.
awful.
mad.
But personally, I feel that's bullshit. If it's your last card, you should just be able to put it down and let everyone else deal with the
Exactly, it's
consequences.
a
the
Uno
idea.
game.
The idea is that you're not able to win on a special, because then that's kind of cheap.
Yeah. That's what I was.
Well, yeah, but like half the other games that I also play, like your last card may as well be a special anyways.
Yeah,
like,
because
more
some
often
of
than
the
not,
games that I
no
play,
one, yeah,
like
no
you
one
could
cares.
you could put a color down as your last, like your last card.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's frustrating. Oh my god.
Although, like, some games, like, they use that rage-inducing quality to their benefit. Like, I think Brandon might remember it, but do you recall Getting Over It with Bennett Foddy?
Yeah. I tried that on my
Yeah.
computer once. It's awful. It is awful.
It is absolutely rage-inducing.
Yeah.
Just to be brief, but Getting Over It with Bennett Foddy, it's
A mountain climber.
yeah, it's essentially a mountain climber. Like, you're a dude who's stuck in a cauldron, and you use this hammer to like swing yourself around up this really tall like map, which you're just essentially climbing up. And it's intent. The controls are intentionally rage-inducing.
I know
Like,
this game.
yeah, the controls aren't amazing. The hitboxing and whatnot. It's
Whack.
just the stage design as well is also rage-inducing. You could lose hours upon hours of work and effort instantaneously
Yeah, and when you
Yeah.
just with one mistake.
when you fall down, the bloody narrator kicks in and he starts lecturing you about life. It is,
Yes.
Exactly.
and
Ugh.
chirpy music playing in the background as well. It's so frustrating.
You just want to punch the screen.
Yep, I can imagine
Yeah.
that's probably what Budgie has done.
But then that just enhances the victory if you ever get to that point. It
Yeah.
enhances you winning the game unbelievably so. I mean, there are a lot of games like that. Like I saw something else which is based around like pogo sticks.
Oh, I've seen that. Yeah, Pogo Stuck, I think.
Pogo Stuck. There we go. That's yeah. It's a similar principle, but you're launching yourself rather than like precariously lifting and moving yourself gently around.
Mm.
You're just pogo jumping around at high velocity, and everything can go to shits pretty quickly.
Mm.
It's not quite as bad as getting over it, but it's an eggshell of its own kind.
Yeah, I mean,
It,
it's
yeah.
intentional though, like the whole rage-inducing side of it.
Yeah, naturally,
There are
because it gives significantly more gratification at the end of it.
Yeah.
Like winning, it is it is practically an out of body experience to some people.
Yeah, I can imagine.
Kind of like a Five Nights at Freddy's, the
Oh, right, the final night.
yeah, the Final Night simulator, where like essentially you would control the level of difficulty, and it was like what, up to 50 opponents at once, like
Oh,
50 AIs all at once, out to kill you and whatnot
yeah.
for a matter of 25 minutes straight. And like I remember like seeing people playing on the hardest possible difficulty, and they would die in the first 6 seconds, and the entire screen would just black out with the amount of characters that just immediately appear.
God.
And the amount of like continuous control that you have to exude over the game consistently for 25 minutes doesn't even matter, because it's also luck based. Like I remember the only way to actually win that hardest setting was purely luck based.
Yeah.
You had to play your cards perfectly for like 20-25 minutes, which was sweat inducing. It's probably some of the most intense gameplay I've ever seen. And then you also have to get lucky.
Oh my God.
And I remember the first guy to beat it, he'd been at it for like weeks.
Yeah.
And you could see that like he dedicated his entire life's mission to beating this difficulty setting. And when he finally did it, it looked like someone had just given him surprise heroin.
That's gotta be
Like,
amazing.
I know, like the high from succeeding after such a long and strenuous battle was genuinely astounding to witness.
Yeah. I mean, it's interesting because it's not designed to be a rage game at all. But then it can have that same effect. But then it's like you got Mario Kart. That's not meant to be rage-inducing. But when
that's not meant to be a rage-inducing. But then it becomes one of the most abhorrent, disgusting games of all time.
Yeah.
It makes me so mad. Like even playing like 200cc against your friends, it is. I've never hated people in my life that way.
The amount of first places that have been lost to just random blue shells at the last minute.
Oh.
Like, I can go the entire game in first place, and then in the last 10 seconds leading up to the finish line on the last lap, I see the incoming blue shell. Boom, 7th place.
Yeah, it's gotten to a point where I just kind of close my eyes and just, oh my god, no.
This is why you gotta play smart.
Yes,
stay second,
which is why you challenge them
overtake.
to Mario Kart in real life and then just run over them.
Yeah, that's actually
sounds
smart.
about right.
That is smart, like staying second. But then the person in first never gets hit by anything somehow. They got incredible luck.
That's a good point. Whenever I'm not first, the blue shell never comes out.
Yeah.
And what's annoying is I've been in second place, the blue shell comes out, but then it targets me instead.
Yeah. My god.
That's happened to me before.
Yeah, it just hits everyone.
It hits everyone, but somehow first place gets
I'm
away
not
with
even first, yet you hit me. Oh.
Exactly.
You know what I've done before?
Go on.
I was in first, and then I saw someone got a blue shell, so I slowed down, let the person own up and admit
I mean, hey, that's the strategy.
That's good.
I caused a lot of rage that day. So,
Oh, that's too good, though.
That must be the best thing
Yeah.
you've done.
oh, thanks. Yep, it was.
In your entire life,
Yeah.
you will never exceed beyond that.
Thanks.
Love you,
It's
Brand.
okay.
Yeah, but rage-inducing games. They
Yeah,
exactly that. But yeah, maintain the rage, guys.
Exactly.
That's a reference only
indeed.
one of us will get.
Join us next
Yes.
time for more raging games.
None of you guys even listen to Rage Against the Machine, so it kind of falls flat for me. I know what the reference is, but like, you don't even know where the reference that you're referencing is
It's
referenced
from
from.
Kevin. You know Kevin, right, guys? Everyone at home, you know Kevin. Everyone knows Kevin.
Everyone knows Kevin,
Everyone
Brandon.
loves Kevin. Yeah,
There isn't a single person in the world who doesn't know and or love Kevin.
exactly. Thank you, Kevin.
Indeed, Kevin,
Thanks,
you've
Kev.
done us. Yeah, you've done us a great service by existing.
Thank you, Kevin.
Amazing guy.
Wasn't me, Brandon. How could
What
you?
are you doing, Brandon? Stop burping like that, you pig. Jesus,
Disgusting.
my God, despicable. Anyway, guys,
Irregardless.
one last question. Just one last question.
Okay.
Any last words?
Words.
Podcast has one more question.
Any words.
Any words?
Words last, Denny.
Hey, you got last words?
Question mark.
Remember when
Huh?
we named this thing Famous Last Words? That was a good time.
We were. That was a horrible decision. Fortunately, we didn't do it.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
There.
Remember Brandon McJay's house?
Yep. Or podcast.
Oh, that's something we'll.
Podcast.
Yeah, podcast. That was also a contender.
Oh, Reggie, you weren't here for that. Yeah,
What is this?
that was the one.
Podcast.
That was gonna be.
Ooh.
The
3 times
Oh, no.
podcast.
Yeah.
Exactly.
God.
Injury.
Irregardless, everybody, if you like podcasts, don't forget to hit that like button, ring the bell, ding, 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 fucking subscribe, and send this video to 2 of your friends. You know, why not? Get that shit out there.
Yeah.
Share this with your mum. This isn't coming out on Mother's Day. That's in a couple weeks, so we'll do the mum shit again.
Wait, crap.
Irregardless.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
Subscribe to podcast.
Yeah, subscribe to podcast, aka the Any Last Words podcast. Now on Spotify, Apple iTunes, Google Podcasts, Spreaker,
Everything.
and whatnot. Exactly, everything. If you can think it, it's there. If it's not there, then 10% of your money back guarantee.
Then
You know what is truly there? Ghosting Jolly.
Exactly. Ghosting_Charlie on Twitter, Instagram, a bunch of other places. Make sure to hit her up, send some commissions her way. Give her money so she can give us money.
And come back
That's
to
how
our
that
podcast.
works. Exactly. She couldn't make it tonight. It was horrible. I cried for 5 hours.
She's with
in the
Budge at the
future.
moment, so.
I know. How fucking dare they?
I know.
Like, it's absolutely disgusting. The level of favoritism that's going on. They've gone on a company-provided dinner, and then they didn't even, like, invite the company.
Wow.
It's okay, guys.
You know?
I gave you personalized Coke cans.
Wow. Thanks.
Yeah.
I still got that.
I do also have
I
it.
do
We're going
too.
to have to make these
This
into an
episode
art
comes out
form.
first. That's from the future. Spoiler alert.
Ooh, we don't even talk about it in that episode.
We don't. Well, either way, look forward to next week. We've got 2 amazing guests on.
We do.
Exactly.
We did them before this episode. It was great.
No, we didn't.
No, we didn't.
No, we didn't.
We forgot to talk about how, like, the Queen and Prince Philip had a competition to see who could
See,
live the longest.
See, those are good topics. You should just put that somewhere else.
Well, I mean, her husband just died, so I don't know.
Can you imagine though, like the Queen's just sitting there, like she's on her 3rd glass of wine. She's like, "I beat that fucker."
I was actually thinking about that.
Exactly.
And then I was watching a video of it. It was like, oh yeah, the Queen hasn't come out of her palace in like a long time until like he died. It was like by herself, like with her head down, and I was just thinking, what if she's just laughing underneath her mask?